Hi everybody, welcome to episode 45!
Well, I come down the allotment on the 5th of July, which was Tuesday, to enter a competition which I thought had been entered for on the plots, to see the best plots and them to judge them, only to find had not been entered. So I was quite disappointed. So a lesson learned, I'll make quite sure myself next year that I physically enter it. I didn't realise my first time on the allotment, so I wasn't sure how it was done. But when the judges come round, he come on my plot and said, "Why haven't you entered?" I said, "I thought I had been entered." He said, "No, you've got to enter yourself." So there's a lesson learned. Anyway, I'll let you have a little tour of the plot anyway. Good morning. Just us. Quite a nice morning, a bit windy, but I think I'll take you on a tour of the plot. Plot 7, Sallicker Lane allotments. So if you'd like to come in, we'll give you a tour. Okay, I'm walking through the gate. You can see me hanging baskets. They're all in bloom now. Begonias, different plants, salvias, marigolds. There's plenty of different ones in there. Looking down, my Christmas trees. They seem to be progressing nicely. That one was quite bored last year, but I fed it and I'm keeping water a lot more this year, so it seems to be doing well. To the right, as you go through the gate, there's my dahlia patch. There's quite a few different dahlias in there. There's star, coleanders there, and more dahlias. Up against the fence, as we come through the gate, we've got a sambuca bush, a bottle bush there. It seems to be flagging a little bit, but I think it's going to be alright. My sweet peas. Also my giant sunflower. Not a very big head. I've got bigger, taller ones further down the plot. Also going over, which seems to be taken down, is my Montana clematis. So next year I'm hoping that bloom quite well. Moving round to the greenhouses. There's not much in the greenhouses at all now. I've basically emptied them. All my crops are in. Coming down to the strawberry bed. We've had quite a few strawberries off this, and there's still quite a few more on here. Moving down the plot, there's my potatoes. The Duke of York, first earlies. I'm going to have a go at digging them next weekend, see what we can get out of them, because they've been well over 90 days now. To the right here, more potatoes. There's Arran. Let me have a look what else there is. There's one called Premier and Shetland Black. Moving over to the bench, just an overspill of plants basically. Begonias, salvias, hydrangea. There's quite a few different ones. I've sorted them out. Some outdoor tomatoes that you've put in. Also some sweet peppers, aubergine, and cucumbers. A few nice little cucumbers on there. I bought a courgette from the garden centre the other day. Didn't look too good. It was the only ones he had. I'd have paid and got a decent one of a courge, but these are the only ones left. And it was dying, so I got it at a reduced price, but I don't think it's going to make it. My marrow coming on well. Moving around to the next bed, my onions, which were planted I think about March. Moving over here, my asparagus. Them two big tall ones, that's the second year, so next year I should be able to cut them I had a few more in there which didn't come up, so I've planted a few what I got from the garden centre earlier on in the year, and they're only small, so be 3 years before they can be used. Moving this side, my red cabbage and my Chinese cabbage. Celery, which I got from Muddy Boots, coming on well now, Nigel, as you can see. To the right here, more beetroot, parsnips and turnips. These three up here are celery again. Well, I planted these before, Nigel give me them others, but these are only celery leaves for putting in soups and stew. I've got all my potato beds over here, sorry, potato bags and buckets over here. There's about 12 in there. Moving around here to me beetroot. Yeah, just right now, just brilliant, about tennis ball size, looking good. Peas, oh, they're in abundance. Sweet corn, coming on great. Moving around to this bed. It's just a mismatch of different onions, to be honest with you. There's spring onions in here, there's leeks. I put a pile more leeks up that end. I've just taken a load of onions out a couple of days ago and used the space for my leeks. Spring onions over here. Wow, I left that a little bit long there, they're looking like onions, some of them, so they're ready to harvest. More peas. These are way after the others. I don't know, these don't are grown very big at all, but they seem to be producing some quite good pods, so I'm going to give them a go. This bed here has got my chard in and my cabbage in. I've got greyhound and which I don't call, it's like a round head cabbage. Cosmos, that's a flower. But they're coming on well. Another flower bed over here. This is my best giant sunflower. There's no head on it yet that I can see anyway, but it's coming on. I've had an assortment of different plant, cosmos in there, cornflower, coriander, poached eggplant, and a few poppies. Oh, there's one coming out there now by the looks of it, yeah. There it is, yeah. Lovely. Pleased with that. Move. As I say, I'm pleased with that. Moving into the polytunnel. I've had quite a few lettuce out of here. Also, cucumbers coming on great. They're ready to harvest. And here's my grapevine. Mark gave me this from last year from Allotment Diggers. So I was a bit worried about it. I didn't think he was going to take it. I would have thought it had been a lot bigger than that by now, but at least it's still there and it's still alive, so thank goodness for that. Otherwise, I don't think Mark would have been very happy with me. Aubergines. Got flowers on. Peppers. Going round to me peppers. There's a nice pepper growing there. I think that's a Cheyenne pepper, that. Got a patchy. And I've also got sweet peppers. So they're coming on great. Plenty of flowers on my chilies. So we'll go back outside again now. Radish. Yep, coming on nicely. And my runner beans now, I've got to admit, I've not really been looking after that. Something's eating them. I've been doing other things. I've been wood chipping all the paths and not noticed what's happening with these runner beans. I think they'll be alright though, they're well watered, so everything seems alright. Moving down to me trees, as I say, I think this is either a plum tree or a damson tree, and I thought originally it was a pear tree. Moving round, cherry tree, which I got from Aldi at the beginning of the year. Actually, that is my plum tree. That is me cherry tree. I've got a few cherries on this tree, which I'm quite pleased about. I don't know if you can see it. There's one here. Oh yeah, that's ripening nicely, that. Pear tree. Moving around here to my bins, where I've got carrots, sweet candle, and the back ones, and I've forgotten what the other ones are now. They're quite a common carrot, but they're coming on nicely. But them sweet candles, they seem to be doing really well. Rhubarb bed, which I've only just made, and I started them from seed this year, so they've all taken, so I think within a couple of years I should have quite a good crop of rhubarb. So we'll move back up the plot now. I've fenced this plot off, as I told you before, just to keep my little dog in. I've got 3 raspberry bushes just after Christmas. Planted them and they started, but have died back. I'm just wondering whether this part of the allotment gets a bit waterlogged at times, so possibly that's affected them. But as again, my gooseberry bushes aren't that green this year. Hardly anything on them at all. In fact, at this moment in time, there's nothing on them, and there was something on them, so maybe the birds have what was on. There wasn't enough anyway. Blackcurrant. Made a big mistake with my blackcurrant bushes because they had an abundance of fruit on last year, and I chopped them back. I chopped the wrong ones out by the looks of it, so I only got a few on, but never mind. All sorted out this year. Going back down the plot again, you've got a good look at it from this side. I am sorry about the wind. I know it's going to spoil this video terribly, but I haven't got one of them mics. I'll have to sort myself out. I'll keep the wildlife fed. We get quite a bit of wildlife here. Unfortunately, we also get squirrels, which doesn't help because they were running around with my onions a couple of weeks ago. Take a bite out of them and just find onions everywhere around the site and wondering what it was. Turns out it was the squirrels. Plants on the fence in pots. Take you down here. This is back to the front of the plot. There's the gate where we normally walk in. There's my shed and my bench. And my composting area, which is doing quite well, to be honest with you. Well, we've been here all day and it's nearly 5 o'clock. And nobody's turned up to do any of the judging of the plot, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But me and Nathan, we've had a great day. We've we've achieved a lot down here today. We've cleared the bottom end down by the blackberry bushes. So all in all, we have had a good day.